Information to share with you tonight about an alleged thief who police say shot at a homeowner in Fayette County. Detectives say that the thief was trying to break into a van that was parked outside of a home in South Union Township. As Guidotti reports, the break-in was not an isolated incident.
Car break-ins are the unfortunate norm anymore when it comes to petty crime. But what happened with this van in South Union Township, as well as its owner, is anything but typical.
Homeowner was out on his back porch, heard something going on, saw that somebody was inside of his van.
The problem being that the person in the van was not known to the home's owner.
He approaches the individual in the van, makes contact with them. The individual in the van exits the van and starts running down the street. The homeowner proceeds to chase after him.
According to what the victim told investigators, he began to pursue this individual who allegedly broke into his van. And that's when, as they say, things escalated quickly.
The suspect, or the person that was inside the vehicle, turned around and fired 4 shots towards the homeowner.
The suspect disappeared down Coal Lick Valley Road. 2 rounds landed in parts unknown, but these broken windows show where the other ones hit.
2 of the rounds that were fired at the homeowner actually pierced the glass of a window of the homeowner and traveled past the homeowner's wife, and one of them was lodged into the ceiling of the residence. According
to investigators, the suspect is described as a slender-built African-American male, late teens to early 20s. He was wearing a bandana on his face, and while it's understandable that the home's owner was angry and wanted to grab the suspect, there was a better and much safer option.
Call us. Don't take matters in your own hands. You know, your life's valuable.
The state troopers say they really don't have a lot to help them out as far as figuring out who the gunman was. If you know any information about the car break-in or the shooting, of course, state police want to hear from you. In South Union Township, Fayette County, Guidotti, KDKA News.